everyone? Nick Daniels here, coming at you live yet again. Today is a bit of a rant here, so we're currently in the process of making a vlog. Fortnite out. Check this shit out, man. Look at that. God damn. And we're in one of these little fucking, I don't even know what you call it. Here's the view. Yeah. Pretty nice. And I want to fucking rant about something, man. So sit back, relax, grab something to eat, take it easy. Man, so it's gonna come as fucking common sense, okay? To some of you fine human beings. Let's take a fucking seat. We're just gonna sit. Yeah, and some of you might not. So, mate, I follow this page on Instagram. It's called Halifax Noise, and I'm not shitting on that page. This is just this is where this is stemmed from. It's an example. Yeah, man. So the page itself, obviously it's social media, and what it does is this page in particular will post news for our province, right, and things going on, and it's very good and helpful and a very enjoyable read, honestly. Like, and it shows some photography. It's a little bit of everything. So it's basically anything Nova Scotia. You're kind of in tune to that. So right off the get-go, like, it just kind of makes sense that I would be looking at that, and somewhat frequently, to be quite honest. Now they post pretty much like. They probably post like a dozen times a day half the time. It's just fucking retarded. And they post anything, okay? And there's these couple in particular that have been really annoying me, but I want to talk about this one in particular. So there's like this sidewalk that's chewed up, right? And on like all four corners of the intersection. And usually there's like a little ramp that comes down off the sidewalk and it gets you to the road. And I mean, it's a little thing, but it's something. And, you know, it wasn't specifically like, hey, the ramps are gone at the second. It's just like all the corners of the sidewalk are kind of chewed up. Like there's supposed to be construction going on. There's currently like no one at them. I don't know, maybe they don't work weekends or something. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. That was just the post I was reading in particular that influenced me to say, you know what, I'm going to fucking walk out here. I'm going to make a video. And, dude, so what happens is I go through the comments. I usually like to I like to pursue those, and I find them quite interesting to entertain me. And sure enough, I was entertained quite thoroughly, because it's just everybody fucking arguing, right? It's just these comments and, you know, this and that and that and this, and, you know, people like the threads, like you expand and you can see more and more comments from like one comment, and it's just like these arguments and whatever. And, you know, the moral of the story is this is where the rant now comes in. Is it really annoys me when I read that kind of stuff, because it really, really, really shows, like, and there's another fucking rant, I'll put them in the same one. I don't want to make two rants of this, but it really just shows how social media has fucking done this shit to us. It's not social media necessarily in general, but it's like the online community. And what happens is, like, I don't comment anything like that. I just don't bother. You know, I kind of read it. I'm one of those guys, you know, and there's a lot of them out there that will admit that. They just don't comment shit, and they just read, and, you know, and that's fair. You know, but it's crazy because, like, everybody who's basically got a smartphone thinks they've got an opinion, which they do, right? They all do. But the problem is they all want to just input it no matter what, like, no matter where you are. And you've probably heard the term, like, keyboard warrior before. Well, that was thrown out there a few times in the comment section, which I thought was pretty funny, because there's people acting really tough, right? And they're saying some pretty rude things to each other. And the whole point of that is, like, you know, in person, you're probably not going to make those comments, right? Like, if person A and person B actually met each other, right? Are you actually going to come out swinging like that? Probably not, right? Most people don't, and, you know, and they act a lot bigger on the internet, you know, like, I can definitely contest to that. I don't, like, talk shit, but, like, I might say I'll do something over a text. It's a lot easier to say that than to actually go do that, whatever that activity might be. And it's crazy, because it's like, yeah, like, I just saw a fucking seagull dive in the water. That's pretty sick. Yeah, like, oh shit, too, there's a big old boat coming. I'll get the camera adjusted here. There we go. You should be able to see it coming behind. It should be coming behind the tree here shortly. But yeah, like, I guess the whole thing, in my opinion, about that is, like I said, man, is everybody's got an opinion and they really want to share it. And I don't think it really helps anybody. But, like, the whole problem is, like, if you comment that, I don't find you really help either. You know, the whole idea of this YouTube channel at some points is, like, if I ever say something, like, if I ever do a topic, and someone disagrees with me, I absolutely welcome a debate. I'm like, dude, like, hey, like, tell me what you think, like, you know, and if you, like, do you disagree, do you agree with me? And you'll find a lot of the time that people won't do that, and instead of what they do is, if they just don't like what I said, they'll just dislike the video. you know, it's a lot easier. One time when I used to have Facebook, a couple of people didn't like something I posted. I didn't even know who these people were, by the way, too. They went like fucking deliberately found the page, and they just put like angry face emojis, right? Because you can't dislike on Facebook, right? You might be able to now. I doubt it, honestly. But yeah, so there was like no way to dislike, so it was like, let's just put a fucking angry emoji. And it's like, I'm reading that and I'm like laughing, like, you know, like, this doesn't fucking bother me. Like, it's funny that people think it does, though, right? Like, you know, and that's the thing, like, there's always a way to express an opinion. And you know, and it's just like this too, right? Like, YouTube is not necessarily any different. Because, you know, the only difference is as I come onto a video, I just find the video looks a little bit more real. Like, I'm sitting here on a fucking hike, like, look at this, man, you got the ocean out here, having a good time, you know, just fucking jaying off a few times, you know, and, yeah, and just having a good time, man. And this is what it's all about, it's being real, and, you know, and when you comment in a fucking paragraph, like this and that, like, that, even that whole situation, I was reading it, and I'm like, you know, there's no right answer. Like, that's always what it's gonna be, man. Like, it was even, like, with the COVID shit, that was a big one. Making sure, man, it's all fucking rust I'm sitting on. Sure my pant legs didn't have that on them. But yeah, like even the whole COVID, like you'd see like updates on COVID here, right? Like, hey, here's what we're doing or something. Hey, keep it down. And people would get pissed off, and I'd be like, dude, like you run the show, right? Like the whole thing is like you have to appease everybody, right? And then if you don't, which you never will, by the way, either. Yeah. No matter what you do, someone online will not like what you did. And then what happens is they strike to social media, man. That's like the first fucking thing. It's like, okay, let's go make a Facebook post about so-and-so. And, you know, the real bad ones are when it's like real fucking cancer. When it's like, yeah, when the post is like, you know, it's one of those like, I mean, don't get me into the fucking Facebook drama. I mean, this is a whole nother fucking video. But like people, like, I mean, back in the day, man, they'd specifically make a video, or, what they do now too. They specifically would make posts on media like Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and it would be about somebody but not specifically saying their name, and it would be so ambiguous, but the person like that obviously it was about would just fucking read it and know, be like, really you're gonna do that? I don't know, man. I mean, sometimes I really think about it, like I've got Instagram and I've got YouTube, and that's all I've got there, and you know, and I'm quite happy with the two, right? Oh, we got some people down there. But yeah, I'm quite happy with the two, but I don't know. Anyway, we got people coming, so yeah. Fuck sakes. Can't finish the fucking vlog or the rant. Yeah, man. So, okay, that's gonna be it. So before they get up here, it'll be awkward. So it's already awkward, but yeah, you know what's going on. Let me know what you guys think. Fucking comment. Fucking do it, okay?